In their quarterfinal match, they meet again 1-0. With a 66% win rate against FoCuS, that is actually outstanding. FoCuS normally very good against Undead, and this has always been the matchup where Undeads struggle the most in. Well, at least since 2008. I'm kind of a newer, schoolish player compared to some others out there. Before 2008 and before 2006, what was the situation? Did Undead struggle more against another race? That was kind of before my time. Thank you very much, Nick and Y, with a 3-month resub. Alright, let's check out what's happening here. FoCuS starting off with creep being first, 1-0. Playing the ghoul build, I imagine? Yes, he does. Even harvesting a bit of lumber with the ghouls here. The min-maxing, looking good. The ghoul build, of course, is the new strategic variant that 1-0 has brought into the mix that orcs have had to adjust to. In the past, I've seen FoCuS and other orcs seemingly playing way too passively. Whereas, against the Ted Fiend build, playing passively and creeping with the FoCuS is fine, because the undead can't creep too fast anyways. Here, it's not fine. Good scout by 1-0, checking out what the orc is up to. And this is something that I believe Happy showed first in terms of creep routes. If the orc doesn't scout you, and if you're left alone, you can actually creep the lab right after the first camp. Very rewarding. Level 2 right away for the DK. And the big consumable. 2 ghouls about to die, but do survive in the end. Barely. The FoCuS could go on a hunt and kill them off. Oh, the time could be perfect. The Scout Acolyte again sees the FoCuS coming. Wonderful usage of the Scout Acolyte. Trying to surround the FoCuS, but is getting out. I think the aggro juggling of 1-0 here wasn't the best. You want to take a lot more aggro on the Skellies ideally and keep more mana on the DK. But most importantly, he got the full experience. He didn't lose any ghouls yet, but that's probably going to change now. Ooh, Chain Lightning gets 1 kill on the ghoul. There's a backup Acolyte, so 1 Acolyte can be lost. As the ghouls continue to creep. On the other side, we also have the Headhunters continuing to creep. FoCuS is losing a lot of health here. It's going to cost him the TP for sure. 1 more coil. Ooh, that was close. Almost the next Acolyte going down. Oh! Oh my god, that was so close. Whew. Ghouls that creep the full camp, that results in level 3 DK. Going up against level 3 DK is very dangerous. But then in this case, where so much of the mana was used early on, it's fine, I would say. So, 1 ghoul killed, and an Acolyte, but the Acolyte doesn't really matter. And coils drained. It's a pretty good early game for FoCuS. Didn't lose any Headhunters yet. If he can keep most of the Headhunters alive, this will have been a good early game for him. Losing the TP, of course, isn't ideal. But I would say it's alright. What is trying to find the opponent? Oh my god, did he just miss him? Oh my god, he missed him! That was so close! That was like an inch! He's scouting everywhere, not finding him. But also, FoCuS isn't really creeping anything. Everything's been crept more or less already. 1-0, incredulous right here, wondering where the hell is he? Where is he? Like Batman. Ghouls were harassing a bit here.
A player's forces are under attack.
TC comes out. Lich about to join. And I guess 1-0 feels, well, if the FoCuS is creeping, but the TC isn't, he's fine with that. The FoCuS, as good as he is early, will fall off heavily later on in the game. And now the FoCuS has been spotted, so the Lich will join the DK. Sells the ring, buys the circlet. The strength of the heroes here would be very important. Thank you, Zebra Surgeon, with a 52-month resub. And Uruk Hayelu with a 14 months. It's always a bit difficult to say that name. Ogre Lord pulled, and just with 2 heroes, this is indeed creepable. Has to invest some mana, but well worth it. Especially if the item is the right one. Warsong Battle Drums, always good. Bonus damage now on everything. PC creeping up solo.
A player's forces are under attack.
Mana potion for him. If he creeps the natural and shop, that should be level 3 for the TC. That is, of course, what he's trying to get to. FoCuS harass at the moment could still be pretty potent, as there are no statues yet. Well, first one arriving right now, I guess. Dude. Making me nervous with this Lich. Holding on to the coil there for a good while. Not much has died yet. This matchup in the beginning is usually quite tame, with not too much being killed, but later on when tier 3 is done, that's when the fireworks come out.
A player's forces are under attack.
Frenzy is finishing. Destroyer form very soon as well. The Dark Ranger should be joining momentarily. Oh wow, this is a big creep. I like this by FoCuS. This is really cool. Not going for the natural already. This one you can probably save for later, but rather right now going for the big creep. And this is a big advantage over the ghouls. The berserkers creep this Drake very easily. The ghouls certainly don't. But with destroyers and Coil Nova, this is also doable for the undead.
Player's forces are under attack.
And Concealed Hill. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Did he steal the last hit? I'm not sure if he did. I don't think so. Lich got level 3, Dark Ranger level 1 still. What I was trying to say, Concealed Hill, not that much experience on the map, which I would say favors the undead. Ideally, the Orc would love to be level 3 Shadowhunter before the first big fight. Whereas the Dark Ranger, I would say, doesn't need levels that badly, perhaps. Although she also gets very strong with level 3. She doesn't need it as much as the Shadow, I would say. Alright, this is basically the last bit of experience on the map. 3-3-2 against 3-3-2, right? Yep. Very even game so far. Peon coming out. Does FoCuS have a tiny Great Hall? That would be so greedy. No. He's got an Invis potion though. Oh! He saw the Invis! Silence against TC. Doesn't come in time. Oh, he almost could have forced the Invo potion there as well. Imagine that. Imagine if he forces the Invo potion there. That would be GG, but it would be a big lead for 1-0. Silence on the TC is gonna have to break through it with the Invo potion. There it is. Uses the Storm, hitting a lot of the ghouls, but not all of them, I guess. Ghouls trying to go into the back line. The Nova from the Lich hurts quite a bit. Instantly on the Destroyer, that one's certainly gone. Level up on the Farseer. He gets to level 4. He's not using Black Arrow? No, he is using Black Arrow. Don't see too many skellies here yet, though. Mana potion on the TC. Silence comes in right away. And it's a bloody exchange on both sides. DK about to get level 4. He's going to TP out. He was worried that the Stomp was going to be coming in and he wasn't be able to save himself. One Berserker there barely surviving. And that was pretty even, I guess. Replenishment potion on the DK now very valuable. Shadowhunter didn't get level 3. That's the painful thing here. FoCuS doesn't have good healing yet. And we see a transition into Fiends. Only one Ghoul on Lumber. That means the 50 supply army for 1-0 is going to be very efficient.
Players' forces are under attack.
Lich mana also low. I love that he passed over the Solar Mask. The DK was basically full mana anyways. Very cool. And one Berserker falls. Ghouls earlier were of course easy to kill. With the Destroyers here it's a different story. He finds the Ensnare. One Destroyer getting caught once again. TC taking a lot of damage. Doesn't have a Ring of Protection, by the way. This TC, deceptively squishy. Healwave trying to save the Raider. Oh, the Destroyer just barely gets away. The Healwave is only level 1. Trying to chase with a Speed Scroll. Oh, the statue gets morphed. Heals up from the Dispel. Oh, damn. 1-0 with some sick plays here in this game. And now we have 3 Destroyers in the air. The Wolves are completely useless. He's trying to bait the Berserkers in to use the Nova. One Destroyer did fall there, though, in the end. And the second one will as well. 3 statues on the ground. And that was the last heal wave for a good while. Big healing advantage now on the undead side. Destroyers microed over the trees and barely surviving, dispelling when they can. Wonderfully done by 1-0. Level 3 and 4 now on his heroes. And that's a huge lead for the undead. So much of a lead that I don't believe there's much coming back from here. The DK has a coil. Can execute. Oh, coil. One to 0. Shows mercy. Well, that's a big mistake, honestly. He could have killed that TC. But he is far enough ahead that perhaps this won't backfire on him. The 2 towers were supposed to set up for a protective position for the expansion, but Expo couldn't be afforded. So we mask switched back over to the DK. And this is the point in the game where the Farseer is such a big weakness to have. He just simply doesn't keep up with the rest of the cast anymore. As you can see, the Wolves rendered useless quickly. Coil Nova 1 Raider taken out. Silence on the TC. He doesn't have an Immo Potion. He's close to level 4. Is he always looking quite squishy here? That's a big kill though. Shadowhunter gets level 3. That took some time. It was important to achieve. Destroyers still have mana. You can see the damage being noticeable. Shadowhunter far forward. Definitely too far. Nova on the Farseer, but we focus once again on the Berserkers. One Berserker going down. Second one being safe. The Fiend falls. But was eaten with Dark Ritual. That's a bit more mana for the Lich as well. Statues in the back getting attacked, but not seriously. If the statues survive, they can always keep healing. The statues here are such a big advantage for the undead in the long, drawn-out fight. Farseer has to fall back. Coil Nova could be his end. Nova is ready now, but use it on the Raider. Lich with the heal potion, holding on to the mana on the DK still. One more Destroyer falls. There's level 4 on the TC. But what about the Shadowhunter? He needs to be careful now as well. Lich can eat more and more skellies for more and more mana. Dark Ritual is ready, and 1-0 now has such a huge lead. And the Shadowhunter falls with a coil, and not even a Nova was necessary. And with that hero going down, that's going to be it for map number 1. 1-0 takes the 1-0 lead. Nicely done by 1-0. I would say not a bad early game for FoCuS necessarily. He kept his headhunters alive. He... What else? He got decent amounts of creeping done. I think the first fight just wasn't clean enough, though. The TC was getting Coil Nova'd right away. First, he was too far forward, getting Coil Nova'd, getting forced to fall back, and then he wasn't central enough. He needs to be standing in the middle of the army for when the ghouls run in, and then you need to be instant with the Invo Potion to break through the silence, hit the first stomp. That first stomp can make or break a fight. Hit the stomp, kill 2 or 3 ghouls during the first stomp, and then the fight can look very different. But it was very even. Very even there for large parts. But the important thing for the undead is to never fall behind. Once you fall behind, and there's too many berserkers, they all focus everything, and everything dies right away. Or the orc goes for the tiny great hall if you've fallen behind. So it's important to never let that occur. To never fall behind. And that's what 1-0 managed here very well. And if you can drag the game out and keep it even, the undead will come out on top in the end. Because of the FoCuS. Map number 2 is gonna be Amazonia. This used to be considered a very bad map for Undead versus Orc against the Headhunter style, because you can't do much with Tet Fiends early, and then you're gonna get bullied hard once a couple of Headhunters are out. But with the Ghoul build, this could be a different story. With the Ghoul build, you can creep these 2 camps super quick for a very fast level 2. Wait a minute. Is he playing Blade Master? Nope, never mind. We do have a War Mill, just slightly delayed. FoCuS wants to have a Grunt early, possibly to do Lightning Shield creeping here. But if he does Lightning Shield creeping, he's gonna need heal salves, isn't he? We'll see. One to 0 against Scouting with the Acolyte. I absolutely love how he used the Acolyte in the beginning. Was trying to waste a bit of time on the FoCuS, saw what the creep route was, saw where he was heading after. With that, knew that he could go for the lab creep. And even saw the FoCuS approaching there as well. You approach me? Is what he said. Oh, look at that. He's pulling in the little green camp to make this less efficient for the orc. So FoCuS probably wanted to go for a lightning shield creep, but the Acolyte basically prevented this. In the meantime, the DK is going for his own lightning shield creep. Needs to make sure he doesn't deny. Well, it was kind of close. Oh, he... Wait. Wow, how was that not denied? That looked like he denied it. But no, DK got full experience. Oh, and the FoCuS actually crept this very cleanly. Look at that. Creeping these 2 camps very fast. Now Headhunter's coming out. The FoCuS did take a good amount of damage, but if you position him well in the back where he belongs, should be fine enough, I guess. Tier 2 tech starts, the ghouls are moving out, and you can creep this Kobold camp very easily. The ghoul build, creep-wise, works out marvelously on this map. And a fast level 3 is certainly going to be better for 1-0 than for the FoCuS. Level 2 wolves, also certainly strong, especially if you get them quick. But the DK is going to scale magnificently into the late game. Oh, 1-0 does not care about getting creep jacked right here. Is he going to invest the coil to get the last hit? Yes. One ghoul goes down, but denied. Oh, and a berserker, or a headhunter rather, caught. This would be level 3. And that's great items already. Oh, another ghoul gets caught. But I think the DK can just go hunting for kills himself. Yeah, that's a kill. One coil there. Could hunt for more against these headhunters. Oh, he's trying to save the ghoul. He's trying to save the ghoul to go for the swag play. It would have been probably more worth it to kill some headhunters here. But he wanted to assert dominance by saving his ghouls. That's another headhunter going down. But headhunter count is still looking decent. More are coming. This play plus 8 intelligence on the DK is actually pretty sick. He steals the tome as well. Oh, he can steal the last hit here. Oh my god. FoCuS gets the one lightning shield, but the DK got the experience. Pretty low HP. At mana now, though. Probably can't be too aggressive. Tier 3 starting. Lich coming. And the slaughterhouse pretty early on. This is a big deal. Ideally, you want to have 2 statues ready by the time Tier 3 is finished. If the slaughterhouse is late, that's hard to achieve. We have a TC second, bestiary, and Tier 3 has to be delayed. But a big creep here by the FoCuS. Oh my god, look at the scouting! Look at the Skelly scouting! It's always on point, man. It's so crazy. 1-2-0. The information he gains always with this. Oh, and the DK. Oh, the timing. The timing. The timing. The timing! Oh, okay. FoCuS grabs it up. FoCuS, as so often, has the fastest fingers in the West. Is he going to use the TP or the heal pot? It's the heal pot. I wonder if it might have been better to use the TP there. That heal potion could be perhaps more useful than a TP later on. I don't know. Hard to tell. Ghouls coming out now for creeping. Lich has so much mana. 420. Alright, next big consumable here for FoCuS. Hopefully he won't have to waste this one early on. Don't think he will. The scout, again, is right on the money. To be fair, on AZ, it's not so hard to scout your opponent. But still, good to have. It's a very early level 4 FoCuS. This is actually really good against the Ghoul Flood. Stomp Chain Lightning to take him out quickly. Coil Nova finds 1 kill. Oh, the TC doesn't even have Stomp yet. The DK is too hurt here to stick around for too much longer. And there we go. 2 statues already finished. And Destroyer form coming right after along with Frenzy. TC finally gets level 2. But it doesn't seem like he's going to be getting level 3 quickly enough for the first big fight. As also we see the Dark Ranger joining. 1-0. Seems to be ready. Oh, TC doesn't have an invuln to break through the silence. 1-0 goes for the heal scroll, I think, especially against level 2 Chain Lightning. That makes a lot of sense. FoCuS has to wait for Berserker training. And the Shadow Hunter. He's still a long ways out. First Destroyer has been morphed. Lich gets level 2. Not a big level up there. I doubt he's going for Dark Ritual. Yeah, it's Frost Ammo every time. So level 3 TC. This fight is not easy to take. Ensnare lands on a ghoul. Seems almost wasted. But he gets the ghoul at least. Coil Nova on the Raider. That one gets taken out as well. Silence, of course, on the TC where it belongs. Second Raider almost dead. Gets taken out with the coil. There was an Ensnare on the Destroyer, but no way to kill it. The Berserkers just simply have to run against the ghouls. TC now trying to connect with the Stomp, but the ghouls, look at them. They're trying to run away. And the heal scroll comes in after the Chain Lightning. Level 4 in the DK. Coil Nova, more and more. We have a Kodo Beast now as part of the mix. Silence again on the TC. That's going to be a heal potion forced for sure. But the Shadowrunner is joining in. Can he try to look for a hero kill maybe with Hex? He's trying to on the DK, but the Destroyer is always ready with the Dispel. Stomp comes in again. That could be the last 2 ghouls falling potentially. We got the TC almost going down. Silence on the Shadow Hunter to not have to worry about the DK, but he will have to TP out in the end. Chain Lightning trying to do something there. The TC barely got away. Has to heal up quick. Still has the invul pot. Did he leave the Tome of Agi there on purpose for the Dark Ranger? No way, right? FoCuS has to move away from this camp. He needs to give solo experience to his other heroes. Oh, FoCuS. That seems like a big oversight. Maybe he was worried about a creepjack getting caught. Item, Sobi Mask. Always great. Go the Magi for 1-0. He has insane intelligence on this lich. 39 int on level 2. Alright, but big camp right here for FoCuS. Gets level 3 on the TC, gets level 2 on the Shadow. Important. 1-0 about to level up to level 3 lich. But the Dark Ranger 3 is still far away. Armor upgrades coming for the Fiends. Armor before damage upgrades. That's kind of cool. It makes sense with how this matchup goes, usually. If the Undead survives long enough in the fight, normally he ends up winning. With statues. Oh, the boulder from the creeps. A little unfortunate there. But good position for FoCuS. He's got a big arc of the Headhunters. They're doing a lot of damage. Berserk has been activated. TC running in, looking for the big stomp. Getting silenced. He's going to break through it. No. Holds on to the invul potion still. 1-0 is trying to split as well as he can. Oh, Lich now getting targeted, but there is going to be a coil. Lich saved with that one. Dispel coming in. Invul potion after the TC only has 1 stomp left now. Going for the Death Knight. Next. DK has more coils to be used. And now the healing for the Orc is out. The mana is gone. And this is what I was talking about. If the Undead survives long enough until the Orc mana is gone, he's going to have the advantage. Doubi's taken out. TC. TC has the Immo Potion still. Destroyer ensnared and will be getting taken out here probably with the last shot. But there's no spells. FoCuS doesn't have any mana. He can't use any spells. 1-0 with patient play, kiting over and over. Holding on in these fights. And then relying on his superior regen to carry him along with the stronger heroes in the late game. And now he's got 4, 3, 3 hero levels. Very strong. Oh, he can steal the Invul Potion if he's fast enough. He can steal the Invul, and that is huge. And he gets it. And a heal scroll. TC, though, still has his Invul. Raider taken out right away. One statue goes down, but 2 statues are still left over. Invul Potion used. Gets the big stomp off. Dakota also gets a Devour. Not a bad exchange here so far for FoCuS, but again, the undead heroes are normally stronger in the end. 1-0 again. Kiting back. He's got the higher level aura here. The TC isn't level 4 yet. Another Berserker falls, but perhaps traded for a statue. That one very close to falling. The piercing damage now limited, with only so few headhunters left in the mix. With the DK getting surrounded by the wolves. Trying to give away the Immo Potion, and that works. TC. Wait, what? Didn't he have an invul? I guess he used it earlier. TC falls. And that is game. 1-0 again, playing his ghoul build very, very well. And FoCuS. At the moment, not yet able to find the answers that Lin was able to find before in AWL. 1-0 again, proving how strong his matchup against ORC really is. 2-0 lead. Is this gonna be the one game that ends in a 3-0 today? That would be kind of outrageous. Thank you very much. Side with a 41-month resub says greetings. And Platin89 with a 44-month resub says 44 Schnapszahl. Enjoy your next shot on me. Thank you, my man. Is this really gonna end in a 3-0? I would not have expected that one. But 1-0 definitely looking in shape today. Only very few coils missing, if we want to call that mistakes. Other than that, it's been looking really crisp. His scouting is phenomenal. Unbelievable. He always knows what's going on. He always knows where the opponent is. He always knows where he can apply pressure and where not. The creep routes are on point. He does them as fast pretty much as he can. And that is one of the big advantages of this ghoul build. You can creep really, really quickly. As opposed to the Tet Fiend build order. And also, with the ghouls, you can do that with without having to use too much mana. But no ghoul build this time by 120. It's a Ted Fiend build. And I've noticed that undeads on this map specifically don't like going for a ghoul build so much, and I wonder why exactly. You can still creep pretty well with ghouls. If you take this camp first, you can actually go for the merc camp as second. And if your opponent is harassing you, then you don't have to go merc camp, but can just go the natural. The downside of playing a ghoul build is normally you always lose the marketplace though. Which is a big deal. That's the only consumable on the map after all. Scout Acolyte over here. Is he trying to creep this camp with a Scout Acolyte? I guess so.
A player's forces are under attack.
The Farseer is creeping on his side. And we're taking slow steps here on map number 2. So, we're gonna have only 3 ghouls this game. Only for economy, not for fighting. It's gonna be a fast tech for 120. And quicker fiends. And this time, also a Dark Ranger second, most likely.
Under attack.
Oh, the Farseer almost getting surrounded here. Oh, Farseer almost dies to creeps. DK got the experience. FoCuS was being really greedy, trying to steal the item. Didn't succeed and has to TP out because the coil was gonna kill him. The wolves are sticking around, trying to do some more damage. But that's again a very good start for 120. He just seems so prepared for everything. Gets the level 2 and the Farseer doesn't have a shop yet. It's a bit scary. Oh wow, is he really gonna contest the marketplace with having no HP? Dude, look at the Acolyte Scout again.
A player's forces are under
Dude, it's
attack.
so sick. Every time. Every time. But WhatsZero's not gonna contest. He's just gonna creep himself. He's looking for the critter. No critter. Feels bad. Alright, but the TP may be gone, but other than that, this is pretty good early game for FoCuS. He didn't lose any headhunters. He's gonna get... Is he gonna get level 3 here? Oh my god. Missing 1 point of experience. The Acolyte would do it. Oh, we see a Dark Ranger second for 120, moving very aggressively. Oh, trying to creep the Murloc camp. That's a great camp for the Dark Ranger, of course. There's so many skeletons here. Is that the item? Yeah. Claws +5 for the Dark Ranger. Also very nice. I think he's not getting all the skellies here, but he's getting plenty of them. As the FoCuS is finally getting his level 3. Ring of Protection. Very good for the TC later on. Double Bestiary. What? Wyvern? Against the Fiend build? TC trying to force away the undead here. 1-0 found 1 kill on a Berserker. But everything for the undead is pretty hurt. And it is Wyvern. Wow. That looks so desperate to me. Thank you, by the way, Mech Juggernaut with a 3-month resub. It says, for the Horde. Stomp comes in, but only hits the Dark Ranger. That is not the one he was hoping for. 1-0, moving his Fiends very well. Kiting looking absolutely marvelous. He's not even making a single raider for Ensnare. This is so weird. If 1-0 researches web, it's instantly GG. And it's starting to become suspicious. The fact that there's no raider being shown is very suspicious.
Players' forces are
Early Burrow upgrade. I'm always a fan of that. Dark Ranger gets level 2. FoCuS forces a couple of coils out of the DK. That's not too bad. Oh, you could get the Invo Potion here as well. That would be a big deal. To take this Invuln away from the TC, who's finally gonna get level 2 here in a moment. Oh, Skelly scouting. And with that, 1-0 might be finding out in a second what's going on. He doesn't have web yet, but that might be changing. It's so weird that he's going Wyvern. Oh, he stole that one. Nicely done. Oh, the Skelly wasn't sent into the main. I think he didn't actually see the double bestiary. Oh, and FoCuS going for the tiny Great Hall, isn't he? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, he's taking risks. He's taking risks. And this might work. 1-0 wants to fight right now, but he doesn't have web yet. Question is, when is he going to see the Wyvern? Oh, that lightning shield already is looking rough. Oh my god, that's so much damage against the Headhunters. One falls. Second one about to follow. Stomp. Doesn't hit the DK. Oh, Jesus. Calling over on the TC. Last second he saves himself. Periapt on the ground. The Wyverns have Envenomed Spears. I'm not sure. They do. Okay. FoCuS. This is his last chance. Web is still not finished. 3, 2, 1. Now it's finished. But one Fiend has already fallen. And this is not looking too bad for FoCuS. Oh, TC getting focused again. Trying to transfer the TP or something. Doesn't quite get it. TC falls. Oh, that's right. He didn't have a TP. He used that earlier. Hawthorne Chieftain going down hurts a lot. The Dark Ranger very close now to level 3. DK got level 4 already. And this expansion hasn't paid off yet. It cost 600 gold. And 1-0 has the hard counter army. He's got Fiends with Web against Wyvern. Big Nova as well. Coil comes in last second. So many webs, so many kills, potentially. And there, the Dark Ranger gets level 3. Burrow is being super effective to save many of these Fiends. Not that one, though. That one dies to the Chain Lightning. Oh, and the Destroyer as well. Can FoCuS still do this? He's still down in supply. Even ghouls are joining in now. Oh, and every web is so dangerous. These Wyvern are so expensive and they're squishy as well. Especially when they're webbed. They can't be controlled anymore. There's another one going down. Giving level 2 to the Lich. And FoCuS has no chance here today. Wow. I was not expecting this to look the way that we're seeing here.
Players' forces are under attack.
Trying to catch reinforcements. That's the best thing you can do, I guess. Oh, gets punished with a coil. GG. No mercy. 1-2-0. Absolutely destroys FoCuS in the only 3-0 today. Moves into the playoffs. Did he drop a map so far? No, he didn't. 1-0. Moves into the semifinals. Not dropping a map. Will be going up against Lawliot tomorrow.